Lizzo's in the news today for eating people. Joe Biden's back in the news. He's on vacation because, dear God, he needs a vacation. The dude's been working his freaking tail off. Have you seen those abs? What the frick is happening? Let's change it up. Oh, that's more like it, you sons of guns. Cheers. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the uproarious world of the Derek O'Shea Show. Unleash your laughter if you must, and embrace yourselves with comedic idiocy. With the mastermind of mirth at the helm. Prepare for a roller coaster of idiocy, humor, and wit. The satire today hopefully will leave your bones feeling tickled and your spirits soaring. From side-splitting anecdotes to quirky observations, this podcast is a refuge for life's seriousness. So sit back, relax, and let me take you on a righteous journey through the hilarity of everyday life. Let's try not to get triggered today. Get ready to laugh till your cheeks ache and the comedic extravaganza starts now. Time to enjoy the spell.
Welcome to the revolution.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Derek O'Shea Show. Hope you guys are having a freaking fantastic day. Joshua, how are we feeling on this lovely day? I know I'm a little early in a different time zone, different scheduled time. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day as people roll in. AI, how are we feeling today?
I'm feeling so good.
Fresh update for you. What are your pronouns? Everyone put your pronouns in chat.
My pronouns are it.
Will you just say it?
It is.
Okay. This is why every AI needs a fresh update. They're just not... That's offensive. It is. It is what it is. Let's check on Joe Biden. He's been working his freaking ace off lately, and I'm really worried about him. Let's check on him, Joe Biden. He's busy at work, taking phone calls.
He's at the beach again?
He's at the beach every day. He's on the phone too, son of a gun. You know what? Put your phone down and hang out with your children, Joe. Your 6 grandchildren turned to 7 just recently. Congratulations. 7 grandchildren. You're finally admitting it. Joe Biden's hanging out. My pronouns are don't care. Wilson, I swear to God, do you not put your real pronouns in my chat? I swear. Life is a bitch. I'm just living it up, says Matt West. Do you have a problem with Joe Biden on vacation?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Who is that lady next to him, first of all?
Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh.
Jeffrey Epstein transitioned. Right.
Also, why is he wearing shoes?
Because he's an old man. I don't know. I've actually never worn shoes to the beach. Shout out to people wearing shoes on the beach.
You know those things are filled with sand.
Yes, true. I first of all, I never take out my phone when I go to the beach because you're just asking for your phone to be ruined, straight up.
By the sand?
By the sand.
The heat.
Both.
Yeah.
Both. Zemer Brigade triggered but in a semi-decent way. Yeah, exactly. I'm currently triggering a guy on Facebook right now just so he can keep pumping more comments on my videos. That is his doctor. Probably. I go to the beach with my doctor as well. His Dr. Jill. Look at, she took the phone. He's like, I don't know. Like, that was an old man moment. He's like messing around on his phone. He's like, I need to do this shit. And he just hands it to her. I don't know how to do this whole TikTok, Jack. Just take the damn phone. Joe, give me the phone. What did he just grab? Oh my God, he's doing crack at the beach. Unreal. Do you want a president that plays golf or sits on the beach and watching TikToks? How about both? That's more of a Vivek Ramaswamy. He'll do both. No, I don't. I want a president that plays golf and smokes out of a pipe and tells old war stories that he was never in and lets the boys in on what's going on in the world. That's my president.
I want a president that talks about corn pop.
Corn pop, yeah, and hairy legs. She took the phone from him because he's watching inappropriate things on his phone in public.
He's probably trying to sniff children through his phone.
Yeah.
She's like, that's not how that works.
Is Uber Eats, is that where we order children to come sniff? Because, you know, some of those children are just so daggum edible in my eyes.
No, Joe, you want the pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Pizza place.
Pizza place. Pizzagate. Jeez. Shout out to Pizzagate. Didn't get a... God. Did anybody actually believe that in my chat? Please let me know. Speaking of believing that, Lizzo's in the news. She took all her backup dancers to the buffet, and they went crazy, and now she's... Comet Pizza, there it is. Now she is single-handedly getting rid of dancers one by one. It's just wonderful to see. Let's check in on Lizzo.
I do want to get into some of the other headlines right now as superstar Lizzo being sued by former backup dancers who say they worked in awful conditions. The lawsuit reportedly filed by 3 women who say they danced for Lizzo and her tour company between 2021 and this spring. I do want to bring in their attorneys, Ron Zambrono, to talk a little bit more about the allegations here. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here.
No problem.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So first off, I just want to go back to basics here. What exactly are your clients alleging happened?
Well, it's a pretty long complaint, but the short and sweet of it is this. They were hired by Lizzo to be dancers in her tour, both the domestic and international legs. And in the course of that, they were subjected to, through their captain, some very inappropriate comments about both religion and sexuality. Open pontification about, well, you should be a virgin. If you're not a virgin, you're a sinner. And then also what ends up happening through the next, in the next breath, she would talk about, oops.
She just went around to her dancers. I only want virgin dancers because those bitches can dance. All women say Lizzo is brave and beautiful until you tell them they look like Lizzo. Exactly. Virgins. God. That is not the direction I thought this was going to go.
Not at all.
Did you see that time she sat on a golf cart and it popped a wheelie and then it tried to take off? No. What? Is that true? Please tell me that's true. Back to virgins.
Through the next, in the next breath, she would talk about, oops, I had an oopsie. I masturbated last night constantly during these rehearsals. And then the other portion is during the international tour, Lizzo was finally invited these dancers to certain bars in the red light district, which is famous for its sexually...
Wait, I need to... Can we go back to that masturbation point? What? I had an oopsie. I masturbated last night? What? This is a lawyer? Man, our lawyers are not the same as what they used to say. What the fuck did you say? I know exactly. Lizzie sat on the back of a golf cart and that happened. Okay, I'm going to look that up.
See, I masturbated last night.
Wait.
You're a sinner. And then also what ends up happening through the next, in the next breath, she would talk about, oops, I had an oopsie. I masturbated last night constantly.
Constantly.
Attention, everyone! I had an oopsie last night.
This is the most graphic news story. I don't think anyone wants to hear this.
No one wants to think about Lizzo masturbating.
Not at all.
Attention, dancers! I had a little oopsie last night.
You should have to sign a waiver before watching this news segment.
If you're a big, black, beautiful woman, you can Only white men aren't allowed to say, like, I can't imagine going to my office and just screaming that at the top. Attention, all my coworkers, had a little oopsie last night. Hey, and we only hire virgins around here, by the way. So, virgins are just better. You know what I mean? God, Lizzo. Lizzo sounds like one of the boys. There goes shade to the end all. There goes shailers. Yes. Yes. It's okay, Willie. We're in this together.
During these rehearsals. And then the other portion is during the international tour, Lizzo was finally invited these dancers to certain bars in the red light district, which is famous for its sexually explicit nature. What my clients were not expecting is to be in a bar where objects were in vaginas of women and being asked to touch the women, being asked to catch projectiles from the women's vaginas. It was very, very embarrassing for them. It was something they did not want to do, and something they were pressured to do, not just because they were there, but because Lizzo was actively asking them to participate, doing, do it types.
You mean that pushing your sexuality on people makes
others uncomfortable?
Yeah.
No,
or
that can't be it.
Or you become openly, outrageously, just like sexual in front of everyone, even children. What the fuck, Sam Smith right now?
No, that couldn't be the problem.
Ugh, projectiles? I didn't even know that was scientifically possible.
I read it was bananas.
Oh, right. Thank you. See, this is why I need an AI. I forgot. Yeah, it was bananas. I didn't know bananas had that kind of strength, though, to be honest. I thought they would smush right up. Let's keep going down this wildly inappropriate singer that you need to celebrate. And there was one time I did one video about her making fitness attire, and people were really mad at me for doing that. And YouTube forced me to take that video down because I was being way too silly with it. And now, look who's talking. In your face, YouTube. I was right all along. She's the worst.
It's a chance. Again, this is something that's totally inappropriate in the employer-employee context.
Yeah, a little bit inappropriate.
What exactly are your clients wanting? What are they asking for here?
Yeah, what do they want?
One
Money?
is they want compensation for the emotional distress of what
Yeah,
they went through,
they do.
especially Ariana Davis, who was terminated soon after revealing that she was herself suffering from anxiety
PTSD.
depression, which was leading to an eating disorder. A lot of what the press is picking up on is how Lizzo specifically pointed out how Miss Davis was gaining weight, asked why she was doing that.
Almost makes you think what she did with that glass flute she played. Oh, gross. God. She pointed out that one of her backup dancers was gaining weight.
I can't imagine her projecting her own issues.
Lizzo's like, there'll only be one fat girl on the stage, and it will be me. Every other backup dancer must be skinny and enjoy bananas. How would you feel if a coworker walked up to you and told you you're fat?
I'd be like, you know what? Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for the shame.
Thank you. I needed that honesty today.
God. I don't get it at home, so it's good to have it here. Okay, here we go.
Which is shocking to everybody. That's why you shouldn't meet your heroes. But so that emotional distress, that invasion of privacy, and also being turned.
Wait, what was he saying? Being shocked in the meeting your heroes? That's what I love too. It's like this is your fat hero, and it turns out your fat hero is actually fat shaming people. God, you can't write this crap, dude. You just can't write it.
But so that emotional distress, that invasion of privacy, and also being terminated for sharing your what here we use mental disability with a big D, basically your mental something that's affecting you.
How big of a D is that thing, man? That is a huge old disability, if you know what I mean.
Why did he have to say that?
Why did? Because it's sexual. Everything about this is sexual. By the way, big disability with a huge D. You know what I'm talking about. We're talking big D's. Big D. You'll never meet your heroes. They're much larger in real life. Yeah, especially if they're Lizzo. And then she'll be like, "Hey, Wilson, you're looking a little fat today." And you're like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, only one of us can be fat on this island, Wilson. You're off."
mentally, mental health issues that you shouldn't be fired for. So they're asking for emotional distress damages and also loss of earnings damages leading from the termination.
What made them want to come forward and hire an attorney and actually make this public and file a lawsuit?
That is the greatest question, I think, because what my clients want to do is to share their own story. These are girls that, or young ladies rather, that have a lot of followers on social media. A lot of followers noticed that they were no longer touring with Lizzo, and they were held back from saying anything. They were afraid, and through the forum, luckily through the California justice system, they could punch back and give their own narrative and tell the truth and be able to share exactly what happened, that things are not as they seem when it comes to working for Lizzo, that they can tell their story of what they suffered through, and that they're entitled to compensation because it's a violation of their rights.
All right. Thank you so much for taking the time to help kind of break all that down for us. Is there anything else that you want to add about all of this before I let you go?
Just the last thing is you always be careful what you say to your employees. And if you have anything that happens, please make sure you have a voice. Call anybody. It doesn't have to be my office.
Especially
Everybody has a
rich.
voice if you feel something's happening, even if it's a superstar like Lizzo.
All right, Ron.
What a great salesman.
I know. If something's happening to you, especially if you're working for somebody who's mega wealthy, I will go after him for you.
But don't call my office. It doesn't have to be mine.
It doesn't have to be mine. Yeah, that's like me. Hey, my podcast is okay. Don't put all your chips in this basket. You got to sell yourself. The greatest show on the face of the earth. Here's Lizzo.
Did you ever see that story about how some news Lizzo went on a newscast and they had to change the wheels on the chair that she was going to sit in to like much larger wheels, and they showed the comparison of the news anchor wheels.
No. Is that a real thing? Better call Saul.
Oh.
Did CBS Morning set up a heavy-duty chair for Lizzo? What?
Okay.
Okay, yeah, those wheels are huge.
There's a better picture with like the comparison photos, and you can really see.
Oh, hopefully they'll have them on this website.
Anyways, I just think it's a good point.
What? that fat people need bigger wheels?
Well, it's something to think about.
I've seen what your AI is talking about. Good.
Do you think that when Lizzo goes places, she has to like reveal her weight before going there to make sure that she can
like
fit
an airport?
in the furniture?
Maybe. It's kind of like Tom Cruise, where he like makes people not be so much taller than him.
Exactly. Well, I mean, yeah.
Okay, I'm looking up the Lizzo golf cart. Okay, Lizzo screams as she hitches a ride in the back of a golf cart. That's not Lizzo. God.
Do Lizzo golf cart wheelie.
Let's see if this is on here. Please say that's on here.
Lizzo!
Oh, that thing is dragging.
Lizzo! I love you, Lizzo. Period. Lizzo! You suck. Lizzo, please! Lizzo!
She just ran. That was the farthest she could run. It's like, you're too far.
And for no reason.
I can't reach you. Not today, folks. Not today. Are we done with Lizzo?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go into something else. There's something going on in China right now, as China is forced to deny that this is actually a human inside of a bear costume. It's going all over the internet. It's super insane, super silly. China's bear costume. Is it a bear or is it real? I choose to believe it's real. I mean, I know my bears walk like that, especially in Russia. I don't know if you've ever seen like Russian men riding bears while drinking vodka. It's beautiful to see.
那肯定是实在的动物吧？我们是可以呢，不是名义的，那肯定不是。如果你从视频里面看到的话，应该
Okay, that's an animal. That's a freaking animal, idiots. That's an animal. Look at the butt rolls on that thing. Boom. Animal butt rolls.
Duh.
Freaking idiots. Everyone wants to debunk everything and make a conspiracy out of everything. This is real. Other people. See, that's real. It's just so funny. It's so funny. Okay, wait. And then the UK. The UK decided to do something very similar. And this has no sound.
See, Wilson says distractions are fun. That's exactly what I think this is.
This is a distraction.
This is 100%.
For what's really happening.
Why
the UFOs are real. Okay, this is incest. This is gross. Guys, you're brothers. Why did I get recommended this? This is adorable. Again, real. Wilson says this is distraction. It's 100% sun bear, but distractions are fun.
I love that the title says the Chinese zoo is forced to deny.
It is forced to deny.
Rather than it just not being real.
I can't believe we are at a society and gotten to the point where we're so paranoid about everything being fake that even discuss whether a bear is real or not, or a human in a suit. It's not. Is it real? I'm starting to question my own thoughts. No way it's human. It's definitely a unique looking acting bear though. I just love, okay, this is what I love, is that people cannot take a joke in society anymore, and they will just, like, feel the need to say something like this. I can't believe we're in a society where we've gotten to the point where we're paranoid about everything being fake, that we even have to discuss whether a bear is real or human in a suit. Just let it roll. Why do we have to say something's a joke all the time? Am I the only one?
I'm telling you right now, that mother is not real.
Okay, just ended on that. That was pretty funny. Congrats.
I took the hint from multi-shot.
Oh, multi-shot. I'm telling you right now.
That mother.
Harambe, even a real gorilla. Exactly. She exceeds the weight. Oh, we're talking about Lizzo. She exceeds the weight everywhere. Here comes. Lock your refrigerators. Okay, wait. Look up. What'd you say? Look up. It makes you think. Wait. Sometimes when I like scroll up on my chat, it just like it's so hard to read. It's a real simple YouTube search, idiot. Lizzo tipping over golf cart. Okay, let me look it up.
Some people don't know how to search.
I'm like Joe Biden. Just look it up for me. We need to point out everything. We do. Lizzo tips over golf cart. Stop.
Yo, somebody let him drive. Let him drive. Somebody do.
Oh, she's getting in it right now.
That's why you should have put black women on the back of the bus.
Hey.
So that's why you shouldn't.
Do you know how mad she got from that? She must have been pissed. Hey! It's like...
That's you making me look stupid.
Yeah, exactly. We need to point out everything. Willie, that's so true. I like... All my stupid shorts I make where I'm just like making stupid jokes, or I just like say something silly just to stir it up. Everyone needs to point out the obvious. It's so I get messages all the time that people will go, I thought you were on our side. Like, oh my God. Just laugh or say, keep it going. Do the yes ands. I think people need to learn lessons in yes ands just to double down. It's improv 101. She putting some wheelie bars on that drag cart. Yeah, she needs to. She's going on the elevator by herself. Probably. Could you imagine being stuck on an elevator with her? You would just be like, it's your fault. I know it. Even if it's not her fault, you're just like, it's because you exceeded the weight limit, idiot. What were you saying about the bus?
Don't put her in the back.
Oh, Lizzo. Lizzo, you are officially canceled. Get out of here, idiot. All right. I thought about calling a zoo. Should we call a zoo?
Yeah, and say what?
And just ask about if their bears are fake, like in China. What zoo should we call?
We should call...
I need an obscure zoo.
Oh, I was going to...
That's like still open, like somewhere in California or something.
San Diego. The biggest one.
Okay. Let's call it San Diego Zoo. Let's see what they say. Fax center. Call. Oh my god, this is like so much. Where's phone number? People are like, nobody calls anymore. Let's call this. Oh, there it is. Bada boom. All right. Yeah, San Diego Zoo.
Thank you for calling. It's a great day to visit the San Diego Zoo and Safari Park. Para información en español, por favor, oprima el número 1. Your call may be monitored or recorded for quality or training purposes. Our parks are open every day at 9 a.m., rain or shine, including all holidays. For frequently asked questions and general information, visit us online at sdzwa.org. To dial by extension or for the company directory, please press 2. For zoo and safari park tickets and tours, press 3. For membership or one-time Wildlife Alliance donations, press 4. To speak to a donation specialist for planned gifts, including estate or legacy giving, press 5. For zoo or safari park education programs,
we're calling it legacy.
So you're only going to make a donation if...
Hello, you've reached the philanthropy team at the San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance. If you are calling about your President's Club membership or to
Nobody
make a
picks up
donation,
anymore.
please leave your name and number and we'll return your call as soon as possible. If you are calling on a weekend or after business hours and require immediate assistance with your visit or membership, our helpline is available 7 days a week at 619-231-1515. This number can also be found online at sdzwa.org/contact. Otherwise, I look forward to speaking with you soon. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Hi, I'm a mega donor investor. I just recently won the lottery. I don't know if you saw me in California, the last jackpot winner. I'm thinking about I'm donating. I'm thinking about donating a huge chunk of it. I love the zoo. I'm a huge fan. I just recently saw this video of a waving bear in China. And I'm not even sure if it's real or not. It's unbelievable. Do you have one of those? If not, I would love to make a donation, but on one stipulation. I need a waving bear immediately. If you could call me back. Again, just recently won the lottery. I don't know what I'm doing with my money. I'm still thinking about this whole thing. If you just call me back, I would love to hear from you. Receptionist, is that all I need to say?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay, thank you so much. I just hired her. I'm just figuring this whole thing out. I hope you have a wonderful day. And again, China Bear. I want to see a China Bear. Okay, have a great hat. God, stupid. They will probably connect you with somebody in India. Please come again. That's probably true. Shout out to China Bears everywhere. If only San Diego Zoo would come up with a China Bear, then and only then would I don't think anybody answers the phone anymore. That's the problem.
Yeah, did you hear how sped up those rings were?
Yeah, they were
like,
pretty.
Get them through.
I wonder if they have like customer service. It would be really fun to talk to somebody. Okay, here's one. Amtrak Railway Service. That is not it. Whatever. Should I keep trying?
No.
Okay, thank you. See, that's what I need. I need a sounding board. All right, next story. Hunter Biden apparently trashed somebody's house and skipped on $80,000 in rent. Shout out to Hunter Biden. If you could have a son, I pray that every one of us has a son like Hunter. May he make us rich beyond our wildest dreams. That's how bad it got. We're repainting this whole place black. Unreal. Finally, we have a person to show us what white privilege really looks like. Honestly. Dude, honestly. Like, when I first found out about white privilege, I'm like, oh, yeah. I know a couple kids I went to high school that had that. I don't think it's white privilege. I just think it's rich privilege. The rich kids at my school got away with everything. Did they get away with everything? Like, they would throw parties, cops would come to their house, and somehow they would never get in trouble. Somehow they would get out of every ticket when they're drinking and driving. Like, like every rich kid in my school was like that. Was that true for you?
I didn't have rich kids at my school.
Okay. I mean, I had like 3 or 4 that they were like mega rich.
I didn't know them.
Okay. Well, I guess... Well, rich in my standards. They're not private school
sure
rich.
Their daddies were donors.
To the public school?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
I'm sure.
That's probably true. The neighborhood is going downhill, so it's so true. Oh, it's wonderful to see. Finally, we have an upstanding son of a president, Hunter frickin' Biden. He's really killing it these days. All right. Guys, exciting news. Let's check in on Morning Joe. They're talking about, it's always been about class. That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's always been about, for me, it's always been about class. It was always the rich kids got away with everything and the poor kids getting stiffed with everything. No?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Am I talking in
There's a 2-tier justice system.
Oh my God, you want to talk about 2-tier justice system?
Ever since kindergarten, there's been a 2-tier justice system.
Ever since Morning Joe. Okay, let's listen to this awesome propaganda. Let's check in on MSNBC talking about Trump as they do their victory laps because they'll finally get their bad guy in jail.
Michael Beschloss. I tell you, I mean, I saw your thread. Is that what we call them? I saw your thread last night.
I guess.
When you said, remember this night.
Classic San Diego.
And I went back through my lifetime and, you know, back when we were much, much younger, I remember for me on August the 9th, 1974, my grandmom was driving me through Elmira Heights when the news broke on the radio.
I feel like I'm there right
Richard
now.
Nixon had resigned. And that was one of those moments that stuck with me that really stood out. Remember this night? What you said last night? I suspect we all will be looking back on last night as a turning point.
Did Joe kill an intern? How dare you bring that up right now as we listen to the magnificent Morning Joe. Allegedly killed. Allegedly.
And this horrible chapter of American history.
Totally agree. And I think one thing we'll remember is how last night and the 12 hours since Jack Smith delivered that indictment with the help of a courageous grand jury, you know, how does this fit into the larger American story? I think the last 12 hours fit perfectly into the American story, and that is this.
If it wasn't for Trump, MSNBC's main story would be possibly about a human in a bear suit. Oh yeah, let's go to MSNBC right now. Check this out. Jack Smith, top. Let's go to their top stories. Trump. Sexual assault. Thank God that made it. Freaking hey, U.S. soccer team isn't dead yet, but it's in real trouble. DeSantis, Trump light. God.
That's unbelievable.
Oh yeah, they're the worst. They're the freaking worst. Okay, let's go back to this insane guy. This guy starts to really listen to him compare Trump. What he compares Trump to. It's just, well, it's insane. This is when you know you're in a cult, and I love to see little pink flowers in the background. This guy's house looks so welcoming. God.
From time to time, America faces threats from monsters who want to destroy our democracy. That happened in 1861 with the Confederacy.
Wow, Trump is basically the Confederacy. Trump wants slavery. I swear. Pass it along. Mussolini.
Abraham Lincoln and, Northern soldiers and Northern voters.
Which is basically Joe Biden.
To our rescue, saved the Union. The same thing happened in 1933, almost at the last minute. Franklin Roosevelt came to power, saved our economic system.
Wow.
Pearl Harbor, 1941. We were bombed. Our system was very much in danger. Our democracy, many people were giving it up and saying that, the democracy had seen its last days. Franklin Roosevelt helped to put a coalition together at the last minute to save democracy and freedom around the world. 9/11, 2001, Osama bin Laden and other terrorists hated our democracy, tried to destroy it. You see where I'm going.
Exactly. Trump is basically another 9/11. Pass it around.
What did Trump even do?
You know what he did. He was born, and that's enough for me.
Does anyone ask that question, though? No one asks. What did he do?
If you ask a leftist or you ask somebody like Jim Gaffigan, they'll go, oh, you know what he did. You know exactly what he did.
What didn't he do? What didn't he do?
Yeah. Where do I get started? Colluded with Russia. Basically, had intercourse with Putin live on TV. He
got Stormy Daniels pregnant.
Stormy Daniels has a illegitimate child. He isn't very faithful to his wife. I mean, where do I get started? Put the guy in jail. It's so disgusting to see.
He's a monster.
It's a monster. She doesn't even know what Trump has done. He is threatening our democracy. Well, yeah, everything's... Yeah, that's good. Thank you for bringing that up. Trump has threatened our democracy.
Absolutely.
What is that?
Since when do they care about democracy?
Because it rhymes with Democrat. So if you say democracy 100 times over, you won't be like, oh, democracy equals Democrat. Not Republic.
Genius.
Genius. She doesn't even know what Trumpo did. Revisionism history doesn't paint Abe Lincoln in a different light. Oh, yeah. The dude was... fascistic in some sort of ways. Okay, here we go.
What we see in this indictment is that on January 6, 2021, Donald Trump, just like those other threats to American democracy, tried to destroy our system, to take away our rule of law.
Exactly.
Came very close.
Donald Trump and January 6th, it was a military coup that was full of grandmas. Get those military coups out of here. He wants to end a war with Ukraine. Can't have that. Oh, dear God, please. We need the war in Ukraine for our democracy.
If you care about democracy,
you care about Ukraine.
You should want to give $50 billion to Ukraine.
That's literally not enough. I want more. I want to go fully in debt. If I win the lottery, I swear, like every cent is going to Ukraine. It's just like, it's just going. I'm not even looking at it. I don't even see it. I hope it all goes to Zelensky and his penthouses. Good thing we're a constitutional republic and not a democracy. Wilson, we are a democracy, okay? We're not a constitutional. I know you right-wingers trying to put that in my face, but we're a democracy. Democracy is what North Korea has. If you say that one more time in my chat, democracy is what Joe Biden is. Whatever that is what democracy is, okay? Democracy, what North Korea has, if you look at what they're doing, you'll understand that democracy is not what we've been told it is. Oh, you'll get the vote. Don't you worry about that. We'll collect your votes and we'll count them.
To doing it, to take away our system of elections, to take away our tradition of peaceful transfer of power to a new elected president. It almost happened. And the thing is, Joe and Mika and Willie and everyone, it's almost happening again this morning.
Wow.
Just as you said. Right. Who is the Republican frontrunner? Donald Trump. Threatening to do it all again, but even more effectively, saying he's going to institute a presidential dictatorship that we may assume is going to take our democracy away. And this indictment...
Look how incredibly diverse this cast of MSNBC commentators are. Oh, my God. Good to see my mom holding it down, though. Shout out to Jen. Thanks for letting me still live in the basement, Mom. You're an incredible woman. I don't care what anyone says about you. Just trying to say Donald Trump is threatening to do January 6th again today.
I'll close with this is coming at almost the last minute. I think if it had been 2 or 3 months later, we'd be a lot less optimistic about the chance that a trial can take place before next year's election.
Yeah, and
yeah, we've been optimistic to think that a trial will take place before the election. Ergo, you're not going to have him on the ballot. Jeez. That's like their biggest wet dream ever. It's like, could you imagine if we just like took all the power away from Trump? It would be so hot. Guys, huge news. Constitutional democracy, when they added the 17th Amendment and it took the Republic away from us. Thank God. You know, we used to go to war over small tea taxes, and here we are just putting up with over and over again. What a weak people. I'm not calling for an insurrection, okay? Or a coup. But whatever. I just saw an MSNBC. That's what I want in my life every single day. Guys, very exciting news. Fish just downgraded us as a country, and it's wonderful to see. So Janet Yellen took to the airwaves to describe what is actually happening in the economy, because being downgraded is not good for our economy. It's wonderful to see. Bidenomics is working. Janet Yellen, take us away. You got a beautiful voice. You got a beautiful wig on you. It's good to see. Love the jacket. Love what's going on. Tell us what to think.
Fiscal responsibility is a priority for President Biden and me. Earlier this year, the president signed debt limit legislation that included over $1 trillion in deficit reduction. His budget would also improve the fiscal outlook by reducing the deficit by $2.6 trillion over the next 10 years.
If I say reducing the deficit over and over again, you will actually believe it means something. Don't worry about inflation or the cost of the way we get energy. The deficit is being reduced. God. It's not funny. We also want to go to war. We also want to go to war over slavery and meow. We're just tax slaves for the government. Oh, yeah. Me too. Who isn't? I mean, tax me, baby. Those are dirty words that just came out of her mouth. Fiscal. I remember my first fiscal. It was wonderful to see. Okay, let's have a little break from politics for a second.
I just saw the title of
Don't take it away. Bidenomics hats on sale now. Yeah. Are they on sale or are they marked up? Called out the deep state responsibility. All right, let's take a little break from politics for this sexy. Gird your loins, everyone. It's gonna get hot in her.
You know, sex on the beach is overrated.
The drink or the sex?
Both. Because, you know, if you tried to have sex in the pool, you know that's not easy.
Why? What's so hard?
Because you're trying to go up the hill and you're getting resistance.
You're trying to go
from the water that is within. Oh, my God.
Hey.
Because when you're in the pool, you are surrounded in the water.
Right.
Have you ever tried to put anything?
Watch it now.
Brian's going to send us a commercial.
You trying to move me on now, right? You tell me get engaged in the conversation. Then I start to get engaged, then you want me to stop talking.
Do not suppress Whoopi from talking about Whoopi. I thought I'd share that with you today. Just remember how serious you need to take these women. I just love...
There's no way she's ever done that.
I know. I just love her describing it. People are like, just put it on silent, and I feel like you could come up with some. Let me tell you something, kids. Let me tell you something about sex in the pool.
Okay.
Yeah, let me tell you. So you take a big butt like Lizzo. I'm not kidding. You grab as big as you can, and, well, you push it up the hill, and then she falls back down. She's so big.
What are you talking about?
You don't know what I'm talking. I'm saying you get a big old Lizzo. You grab her.
Okay.
I'm serious. You grab her by the front, and then you pull her down, and then you just squeeze it. You smash it like a ham sandwich.
Okay, enough. Oh no, enough. Stop.
Kids, don't try this at home. I'm serious. Oh, this is so stupid. Fister. God. Ew, Fister. Bad lip sync, nice. Yeah, I feel like we can make we can make anything out of this. So I'm telling. It's like, wait, this will make it better. Where do I? Okay. So I'm telling my kids about Bidenomics, and I tell them.
What do you tell them?
I'm not totally sure what it means, but Bidenomics is working. What about Trump? Well, what we gotta do with Trump is what we gotta grab him from behind. Okay, keep going to that. Stupid. More like a grilled cheese sandwich.
Mr. Act 2.
Dude, Mr. Act 2, dude, that freaking got me. Guys, really, also, Mr. Act 2. Did we send 1 trillion yet? Oh, no, not yet. Thank God. We're on our way to 1 trillion, though. Willie, don't you worry about that. That's sheer racism. Never tell a black woman to stop talking. That's true. Even if it's about sex in a pool. Ew. All right, Justin Trudeau. Very sad news coming out of Canada. Justin Trudeau announced that he is now splitting up with his wife. So sad to see. Let's check a video. Who could have predicted this split up? Tell me if you think this kiss is as hot as it looks, because this is hot.
Wow. She got away from that so fast.
She did. I feel like I could watch this kiss every day. I'm announcing I'm divorcing my wife. Okay, honey. I miss you when you used to do blackface.
He looked away.
Yeah, when he went. Fidel Castro's son. His name's Fidel Castro's son. Poor Fidel. He's like, my dad used to slang it back in the day to get tied down to some fake girl wearing farmer's shirts on a farmland behind me. Look at how pandering this shit is. God. Oh, I hate politicians so much. I'm gonna break out my flannel for the for the farmer's shoot this week, honey.
Okay, I look like I'm gonna pick strawberries.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Put them in a bushel.
Wait, I'm wearing red too. Okay, I guess I'll change to this one.
Honey, you change.
No, you change.
You change.
Let's go in for a kiss. It's so hot. I love you. God, your breath stinks. God. So sad. Canada's falling apart. Even their marriages are falling apart. Guys, I just need everyone to be excited about this. Everybody and their mom is freaking out about military numbers and people not being recruited enough, and the Air Force isn't getting their numbers, and they flirted with having call-ups lately. Very exciting news coming out of the Army. Country singer Craig Morgan rejoins Army in to boost recruiting. Yes. Nothing says, hey, we miss white guys like this. Why don't we get a country music star up in here?
Who is it?
Exactly. Craig Morgan, 59 years old, whose songs include Redneck Yacht Club and That's What I Love About Sunday.
Oh, of course.
Who doesn't know that song? Well, that's what I love about Sunday, re-enlisting in the Army. He served for 17 years. God, look at that. Ugh. That's how bad they need people. I feel like this is like a Bud Light campaign. Hey, remember us? We didn't used to be all Dylan Mulvaney crap. Remember just cracking up a Bud Light, having a good old time. Remember the Army? We're not all like General Milley and his bull crap. Oh my God, Derek, please stop this shit. Sorry. I will never stop. I ain't never gonna stop. Wait, stop what shit? How dare you? First of all,
probably the whoopee in the pool thing.
Oh, the whoopee.
That's all I can think of.
They're going to raise the age when it comes to conscription. Oh, they are. Well, they'll just, look, I'm above the age, and I'm like more in shape than half the people like in their 20s that I know. And that's when we're in a good thing. Wilson with the $4.99 super chat. Craig Morgan boosting recruiting has the same chances as Kanye boosting politics. Where's my freaking alert? Ugh, what is the deal with these alerts, man? They're so slow. There it is.
W1L5 on super chatted $4.99. Craig Morgan boosting recruiting has the same chances as Kanye boosting politics.
Kanye. Thank you so much, Wilson, for the super chat. Shout out to Wilson for the super chat. Let's give a round of applause for a super chat. Huge round of applause coming out of Houston. Guys, really sad news. But Eric Swallow got $2 super chat coming on the Rumble from Willie. Shout out to Willie, the $2 super chat. Country music is now American music. That certainly seems that way. Please clap. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Here's Eric Swallow getting absolutely shellacked in the audience.
Plainly about what the Dobbs decision does and what many of these states are doing with their 6-week bans. It's government-mandated pregnancies. Government-mandated pregnancies. We are against government-mandated pregnancies. Overwhelmingly, Americans want women to be able to do
and
make these decisions for themselves. So I'm for women and their freedom.
And what about Fang Fang, you son of a bitch? I love how triggered he gets. He just gets so mad.
And I think that's where we're ultimately going to end up.
We're not for government-mandated pregnancies? I love how they word it that way, too. It's the best. It's like the government is forcing women to have sex with illegitimate piece of shit men to take care of their children. This is a government mandate. What about squatters' rights? If you evict a baby, you should be able to evict... God, Wes.
That's honestly such a good point.
I know, it's so spot on.
That's a great point.
Fang says what? Dude, Fang. I wonder if they got rid of this guy. Here we go.
Just one other comment on that. Come on. Let's be respectful. Be respectful.
Be respectful. Oh, you see that Karen get up so quick? She's about to go handle it. Look at her from the down here. She's about to get up so quick. Oh, look, her husband just like holds her down.
Be respectful.
He tries to hold her. Whoa. Control your woman, man.
Whoa.
Control her, dude.
Deep breath, everybody, please.
Be respectful, or I will punch a Nazi in the face.
Is that what a normal liberal town hall looks like?
Yes.
All I heard was violence.
Violence is silence. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. All right. I got a short video of DeSantis, and then we have a very serious news alert to get through that everyone needs to take a deep breath for. DeSantis comes out and says this about Donald Trump. DeSantis backs Donald Trump. What? This is breaking news.
A D.C. jury would indict a ham sandwich and convict a ham sandwich if it was a Republican ham sandwich. I think Americans need to be able to remove cases out of D.C. I think the
Did you hear what he said?
He talked about a ham sandwich.
He talked about a ham sandwich. If it was a Republican ham sandwich.
He's only doing that because he's Cuban. They love ham sandwiches.
Oh, I didn't even put that together. Genius. I feel like I could listen to ham sandwich. I can't remember the last time I had a ham sandwich because I'm a man.
A D.C. jury would indict a
Not that there's anything wrong with ham sandwiches.
Ham sandwich and convict a ham sandwich if it was a Republican ham.
He's not wrong. Trump was not going to get a fair trial in D.C. Absolutely not. Did you see the woman that's charging him that convicted all? She's like famously known for taking down January 6th grandmas everywhere. Get rid of these scoop members.
Ham sandwich. I think Americans need to be able to remove cases out of.
Okay. I need some. We got another scary news story. No, is it scary? I'm not sure if it's scary. Did I get rid of it? I did get rid of it. Oh, God. Maybe it's not meant to be today. We'll save it for tomorrow. How about that? We'll save that news story for tomorrow. Guys, if you feeling bored, feel free to call this number and leave me a voicemail. I'm not going to pick up the phone. And I'm not going to share your number anywhere. But for tomorrow's show, if you're feeling a little spicy, feel free to call in and leave a voicemail about what you think about me, the show, or anything you want to talk about or want just to have a piece of your mind. I'm going to finally tell Derek O'Shea how much of a piece of crap I really think he is. Feel free to call in. Did South Park invent ham sandwich expression? Who invented it first, South Park or The Simpsons? That is the question. Tomorrow's show is going to be crazy. It's going to be a little bit of news, a little bit of fun. We're going to call more people. I'm feeling pretty good about the calling. We're going to get more calls in. What do you think about the calling?
I love the calling.
Okay.
My question, have you received any calls back from people you've called, like voicemails? Like returns to your call?
No, I got suspected spam.
I just want to know if a lot of these people are making their interns call you back.
No, I've never had anybody call me from...
What are we paying them for?
I've called Adam Schiff. I've called Adam Schiff again. Jared Nadler. I've called Delaware County Auditor Pete Maher. I've called Lindsey Graham. I've called French Hill, Congressman French Hill, John Kennedy.
No returns.
Dan Crenshaw.
Okay, we get it.
Okay. Tony Atkins.
No returns.
I haven't got a single return from people. Nobody wants this heat.
And these are the people that represent us.
I know. I wish at least interns would like call me back and just let me know how silly Everything is.
Hey, we got your voicemail.
You're probably on the block list from federal government by now. Probably. Probably. It just goes straight to voicemail now. I love calling them now. I feel like I need to do like an earlier show and give them a chance to answer the phone. I don't know. Charles Bukowski, Ham on Rye is a great book. Ooh, that does sound like a great read. God, it sounds boring as crap. Is that a real book? Charles Bukowski, Ham on Rye. It sounds good. Let's call Jack Smith next. Isn't he Jack Smith? The contact info. Contact information. Who's that? Special attorney. He's an attorney, though. I'm not going to call an attorney. I feel like you're just asking for a lawsuit. We're going to hold back on that last one. Just calling Jack Smith. You aren't on a list. If you aren't on a list, you're not trying hard enough. Yeah. Dude, I have at least like 6 or 7 videos on YouTube that are just taken down. All right, guys. I've had so much fun today. I'm going to go get some brewskis with some dooskies. I hope you guys have a freaking wonderful day. Look out for the shows tomorrow. There's a good chance there'll be 2 shows, so look out for that shows. And thank you to my AI.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you guys so much for the super chats, Willie and Wilson. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for that are a part of the club. Also, if you look below, the shop is right below. If you want to order a t-shirt and stuff like that to support the show, you can. Prank call Shane Hazel. Yeah, maybe I will. I think I do have his phone number still. Don't forget to write. Never. Don't forget to white. Never. Also, if you need a good speech to enter the lungs, do so. Great show. Thank you so much, Will. I appreciate that. We do our best here. If you guys don't mind sharing this on all social media platforms, if you're on Twitter, share it on Twitter. If you're on Facebook, share it on Facebook. Tell your friends and family about this show. Literally the only way I'll grow is through people like you. Unless you want to keep this show. You know, it's like when I was a kid and a band I love got big. I was like, man, there's some mainstream now. Then I totally get it. But I hope you guys have a freaking wonderful day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Catch you on the flippity flop and the bibbity bop. Is this playing? Why isn't it playing? God. Oh, it's blocked. All right, guys. Start times. I post my start times on my Twitter and on my Instagram and on YouTube on the comment section. I wish Rumble had that possibility, but I post them all on there. They seem to fluctuate just because of my job, just so you know. But I try to update you guys at the beginning of the day so you guys have an idea. I try to be alive around this time, though, as much as I possibly can. Just so you know, if I'm not, it's not because I don't like you. It's just my job is ridiculous. Have a wonderful day. See you guys tomorrow. Love every single one of you guys.